Alright, so yeah, sorry for the delay. I have something come up that I need to finish. Alright, so let's get started. So yeah, basically, oh yeah, first of all, thank you so much for joining the stream. I'm really glad you are here. And yeah, let's get started. So yeah, yesterday we have completed the hair. So we have modeled the hair. And for today, I think we are going to start with the body first. And then if we have the time, we can maybe create the model for the dress. So this body does need to be retopologized first. So let's get started. So let's just simply isolate this model so we can focus on the body. Oh yeah. You need to watch the previous stream if you really want to see the process. Alright, so let's start with the body. So we have the reference here on how the body topology should look like. So we can start with the torso, I guess. So let's create a new plane. And then we can split it in half and mirror the mesh. Here we go. And then we can enable the snapping. And also where is it? Enable the retopology shading. And then we can also add an shrink wrap modifier and target it to the body. And we should have set this properly. And we can move around the meshes here. So let's get started with the chest here. So we can move it to down. And just trying to create the polygons. Okay, now we can trace this part. Like this. I think we need some more polygons there. Alright, and then we can extrude this part. Oops. We can disable the snapping first. okay, and then just simply like close this part. Then we can re-enable the snapping again, I guess. Let's check how it looks like, and we can apply some polygons here. And then smooth this part. Let's see. Smooth this part too. Okay, let's check this. Okay, I think that's looks okay, I guess. Then we can move on to the neck, I guess. So here we can extrude this part. And then we can start go run with the arm here. Okay, goes here, right there. And usually for the arm I calculate the vertices, and usually we need like maybe 16 vertices. Let's check the statistic. It says 14, so let's maybe subdivide this part and this part too. Let's see. Okay, so we have 16 vertices, so that's good. We can try to tie this part so it distributed evenly. Okay, so we can connect this together. Yeah, so retopologizing is basically trying to make the polygons as tidy as possible. And the way how you do this is you can take a look as taking some reference like I have here. Okay, so we can connect this to here, and it should goes well. Alright, we can like smooth this part later, but we can leave it as it is for now. And we can connect to this, and let's create the neck. Let's try to distribute the vertices evenly. Then we can extrude the neck to up. And give it more polygons. Here we go. Now we can start trying to connect this part here. So let's start with here, and then we can maybe go around here, maybe we can split this. Let's try. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Or maybe you can like give it something like this. Let's see. Yeah, I think the previous one is better. Let's just okay. Now we can go for here, connect this, and then this one, this part, and this part there. There we go. There we go. Now we can extrude this part. And smooth it. Okay, now we go to this part. Okay, and we can start with the stomach here. Stomach. Extrude this. Maybe we need more vertices over here. Let's see. Oops. I think we should isolate this part so we can focus on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I guess that's looking fine, I guess. Let's see if we can flatten this. Okay, now we need to fill this part. So let's just try to move these vertices. Okay. Okay, let's try to smooth this part so we can like make the vertices looks pretty. Oops. Oops, I pressed the wrong button here. Let's isolate this part. Okay, now we're back. Let's see how it looks. Alright, so we have completed the torso part. Okay, now next is the stomach. So what we can do is start from here, I guess. So here, trying to make the joints. There we go. And we can extrude this towards the stomach. Okay, so we can leave that as like that for now. We can start with the bottom here. And trying to connect this together. Okay. Let's see if we can. Okay, I think that's okay. So let's try to combine this. Oops, wrong. Okay, now we can try to trace the shape here. Goes right there. Can maybe move this up. And smooth this part. There we go. Right, so now is we need to like somehow fill this part. So you can like maybe extrude it to the inner part and then fill the gaps here. Okay, now this one, try to connect this and this one too. this part. Oops. Alright, so we have it filled, and what we can do is like try to make it smoother by adding more vertices, more polygons. There, and move it down. Right, so we can try to smooth this part. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Okay, now let's see how it looks. Okay, I guess that looks okay. Now we can connect this together. Through this part, connect this. And also maybe we can add more vertices here. Maybe connect this, and you can smooth this part. Alright, let's see how it looks. Looks okay. And now we just need to somehow connect this together. Okay, now it's connected. Now we need to extrude this. Oops. So let's extrude this to down. And try to tidy up the maybe let's try it again. Okay, here we go. Now connect this together. And merge this one. And we need to extrude this again. Merge this one. And let's add more polygons here. Okay, so we can like look this to the back. Let's isolate this part. Okay. Go. Now we can connect this part. Maybe we can like possibly let's see. I think that's okay. Let's merge this together. Okay. try to extrude this. And connect this. Okay, I think that looks okay, I guess. Let's try to smooth this part. Smooth this. And there we go. I think we can continue to make this part looks tidy. Alright, now we can just connect this part to the upper part. Okay, let's try one by one. And we can split this. Try connect this part. Let's try to isolate this part so we can see it clearly. Okay, so what we got here is somehow we need to maybe split this part, I guess, or maybe not. Let's try something else. Maybe let's just try to connect this together first. And we can try to, there we go. Alright, so the problem now is on how somehow to make these joints tidier. So maybe we can delete this part first and make a loop here and then connect this part. And now we can make this part looks like this. I think that looks okay, I guess. This part is kinda too dense for the polygon, so let's just try to evenly distribute the vertices. I think we can also maybe let's see if we can let's see, like this. Try this. Maybe not. Let's revert back. And maybe add more here. Okay, I think that looks okay. Let's see if we can tidy up this part. Okay, move this part up and then this one up. Alright, so maybe we can select this all and then smooth the vertices. let's see how it turns out. I think that looks okay, I guess. Yeah, that looks great. Oops. Now we can like trace the legs first. So what I like to do is kind of find the knees here. And maybe try to distribute the vertices. Let's see. We can drag this down. Oops. There we go. And then we can bridge this. There we go. And this part too. Okay, now we can add more polygons. Smooth this part. Let's see. Okay, let's see how it looks. I think the distribution is not quite even, but maybe we can just try to move this down and fix the vertices distribution. Okay. Let's see. I guess for now we can just leave the toe blank. Maybe we can add the toe later. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, so the distribution is not quite even, but let's see if we can fix it by adding a new vertices here. I guess we can leave it as it is. I think that looks okay, I guess. Yeah, we can go with this. Okay, now let's create the arms. So what we can do is maybe disable the shrink wrap modifier first, and then duplicate this and flatten it and create a circle out of it, and we can put this to here. Okay, let's try that, and we can bridge this vertices. Alright, so the distribution is not correct, so let's try to rotate this. Okay, I guess that looks okay. Alright, so we can extrude this part to here and scale it down, and then we can reapply the shrink wrap modifier. There we go. Now we can simply just need to add more polygons. Let's see if we can try to move this part here. So I'm trying to make the shoulder looks defined. Okay, we can add more here, there, and there. Then we can smooth this part. Try smooth, smooth again, smooth again. Maybe we can try to push right here, I guess. Add more there. Okay, but I think it's too much polygons. Let's see if we can, or maybe not. Alright, I guess that's okay. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I think we can go with this. Let's see. I want to fix the polygons a bit. Right, I think we can go with that. So now let's just make a pickup for these objects. So if we make a mistake, we can refer back to this part. Okay, now we can select the retopologized model here and apply the modifiers. Then we can disable the retopology shading and remove half of it and apply a mirror modifier. Here we go. Now we can delete the sculpt here, or maybe later we can just maybe move it to auto collection. Let's see. Alright, so we can bring back the reference here. Now I want to match the body with the reference image, so let's pull this to the center. Then we can like refine the parts. Okay, let's look at this part. And the arm should be like a little bit smaller. This one too, this part too, and then this one need to be a bit higher. Okay, let's move it to up. There we go. Can select this part and move this up too. Okay, let's see if we can Alright, so let's try to smooth this part, and then let's figure out how to clean this. Okay, move this inside. This one too. Okay, now we can like maybe sharpen the this shoulder, I mean the elbow here, so it looks much more defined. Can rotate this a bit. Then maybe scale this a bit and move this to work inside. Yeah, basically I like to make the shapes to match with the design. So let's try to smooth this part here. Alright, so I guess that looks okay. Yeah, this part needs to be defined as well. Try to make the shapes tidy. Alright, and also let's try to define the niche here. Okay, I guess that looks okay. Now let's see. Yeah, I think the bottom need to be defined as well. So let's pull this inside. This one too. Now let's try to smooth this part here. This one too. Right, I guess that's okay. Maybe we can tidy up this part too. Alright. Let's move this. Oh. Yeah, I guess that looks okay. Or maybe we can maybe add a loop here, so we can move this one a bit. Or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, maybe let's skip it. The loop. Let's skip the loop. So let's try to remove this. Yeah, I think let's refer this. I think one loop is okay, I guess. Okay. Right, I guess looks okay. Now we can just make a pickup. So if we make mistake, we can revert back and bring back the head, and there we go. Now we can maybe make the fit here. So let's trace back here. Okay, now we can try to connect this together. Now the problem is this part is not evenly distributed, but let's see how we can solve this. Let's see. So So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. One here, and maybe this part, just like that. You know what, like maybe let's separate this part here first to a different object, and then we can like maybe delete this vertices, and I just want to make like the fit looks symmetrized, so that's what I'm trying to do. Let's move there. Alright, so now we can like maybe connect this together. There, here, here. We can merge them. Right. So we can maybe add a bezel here to make the fit smooth. Now you can apply the modifier and bring it back to the main body. Now we need to somehow to connect this part together. So maybe let's try to use a bridge look here. There we go. And we can try to smooth the part. Okay. Right. And maybe we can try to make it smaller. Alright, I guess that looks okay, I guess. Try to make this smooth, I guess. Oh yeah, this part is kinda too big, so let's try to make it smaller. Oops. Alright, so now we have the piece body here, and I guess we can start working on the clothes. So let's bring back this reference to the center. to make this a bit smaller. Maybe let's shrink this. There you go. Now we can maybe let's start with the shoes. So we can just mark this part and duplicate this and make it as a separate object. Now we can maybe extrude this a bit. And trying to make the V shape here. So let's do that. Alright, so we can move this up. Okay, now we can delete this part. Maybe you can just bring this up a bit. Rotate it as well. Okay. Right, so now we can maybe extrude this into the inner, then try to make the section here to have some volume. Okay, I guess that looks okay. Let's see. Right, so we can start with this part here. So that's going to duplicate this and try to make the shape. So it will looks like this, I guess. Okay. just duplicate this and mirror it and put it right there. You can bring it, maybe let's separate these two different objects first and try to reposition it to where it should be. Oops. Okay, now we can bring this back to front. And extrude this. Let's see. Extrude. Here we go. We can just delete the inner faces because it won't show to the outside. Can make it smoother. And maybe let's try to scale this part. Okay, I think that looks okay, I guess. Okay, now let's create the shoes. So the shoes going to be somewhere right here. So let's just simply duplicate this object. And maybe we can make this part a bit smaller too. Right, so for the shoe, it's going to have a simple shape like this. And then a section right here. There you go. And this kind of accessories. So let's try to create that. Duplicate this. Try to extrude this. Then separate this part. Yeah, we can maybe let's mirror this object here and mirror. There we go. So now we can try to make this shape here. And pull this down. Alright, so we can like, now let's check this part. Yeah, let's extrude this. Let's try again. Maybe that's too thick. Alright. Okay. Let's check this part. And maybe we can simply join this together. Maybe not. Let's revert this back. Okay, I think that's okay now. Alright, so let's try to smooth this. Okay, so now we need to create this circle. So let's create a new circle. Give it maybe 12 vertices. Rotate this and do the half part. Or maybe we can like leave it as it is without the circle, because maybe we can like apply a texture there. But let's try to make the circle first and see if it works well. If not, then we can simply just delete this. Because usually you just don't really need to make the details using polygons. You can like maybe simplify it using texture instead. But let's try to make this part first and see if it works. I think that looks okay, but so yeah, let's continue. Just let's see, maybe like this. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that looks okay, I guess. Okay. I think I want to merge this together too. Let's see if we can do that. Let's try to merge this. Let's see. I guess that's not work. Let's see. How about if I pull this to here? Yeah, that will work. No, it does not work. Maybe like this. Let's see. The topology reference. No, I did not publish this publicly. Maybe I think I have this one on my Patreon if you are interested. But yeah, maybe I can consider that to publish maybe on Google Drive or something. Okay, so let's start with this one. Just want to make sure the topology is correct. Okay, let's try again. this. Now we can extrude this to the inside. Wait, let's see if I just not aligned correctly, so let's try to fix it. Let's see. Okay, now we can extrude this to the inside. Okay, we can just remove this part because it won't be rendered. Okay, let's join them. Okay, I think that's okay, I guess. Now we can like maybe apply the mirror modifier and join and mirror it to the right side. And we also maybe adjust the shapes here so it will lean toward to the left side. Let's fix this part. Yes, I guess we finish with this shoe. And next, I guess we can start with maybe the sleeves here because it is simple. Let's start with something simple first. Okay, so we can duplicate this part. And extrude, scale this a bit. Maybe we can use the solidify modifier for this. Let's see. And also auto sharp. Maybe minus 0.1. Yeah, that works, I guess. Maybe, yeah, that's okay, I guess. For this, maybe 0.5. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's okay. So now we want to like make these shapes here to follow the line. So I think what we can do is maybe delete this. Maybe we can use let's duplicate this part too. And try this. And then maybe we can use the knife tool. And then we can maybe fix the topology later. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we can mark this part. Okay. So let's try those. Yeah, it's so difficult to see here. Yeah, guess that's okay, I guess. There we go. I think that's worked out. Now we need to like somehow fix this polygons. Or maybe not. I think it's okay, I guess, for the polygons. Yeah, we can leave it like this. I don't think there will be any problem when we rig this, apply rigging later for this part. But let's just make these vertices align properly. And maybe add more loops here. Maybe let's smooth this part because the vertex is not tidy. Smooth. There we go. Alright, so now we can make this curly part. Now let's try to strip this. Maybe we can do like let's see. Can we like maybe, yeah, we can do this trick. I guess, or maybe you can just simply remove this part and then kinda make it flat. Maybe we can do it like this. We can duplicate this and then we can like rotate this so we can like extrude this much more easily. Let's see. Alright, so we can do this instead. So what I want to do is select this, extrude, this, extrude, this, extrude, and repeat the steps. Let's refer this up. This one should be true. Let's see how many vertex we have. So it is 90. How much 90 divided by 3? Yeah. think it's okay. Let's make it like this. It does not really need like very detailed. And we can scale this, and we can scale it individually. There we go. Now we have like somehow a curly clothes. Right here, pull this, and smart this maybe. Yeah. There we go. Now we have a curly end here. So maybe let's scale this down. Alright, I think that looks okay, I guess. Maybe we can like make it smoother again. And also pull this bit. Okay, I guess that looks alright. We can delete this now. Oh. Let's reduce this to something 60. Yeah, that's much nicer. Alright, so we can add this kind of lines here. So what we can do, simply duplicate this part, then extrude this a bit, and we can make it smaller, make it thinner, I mean maybe too thin. Okay, guess that's done, I guess. Now what next is maybe the choker first, or maybe the dress. Let's see which one is much more easier. Yeah, I think we can start with the skirt first maybe. So we can simply duplicate this part. Scale it up. Then maybe strap here. Okay. Just want to make the skirt looks alright. Yeah, we can leave it like this and add more loops here, and maybe another loops here, and maybe smooth this part. Alright, so now we need to make this curly parts. So maybe we can just separate this first, then let's hide this, then we can make another loops here. Oops, wrong loops, right here. Then we can scale this right there. And then this part too. And maybe we can make it smoother using subdivision surface modifier, but let's try to figure out how the shapes using a regular polygons first, and then we can smooth it out later. There, now we can put it here, right there. Yeah, maybe we can do this using the array modifier by making one simple part here and then duplicate it, and using the curve here. But I guess for now, because this shape is not too complex, I guess we can manually define the shapes by dragging around the vertices. So here, guess we can like maybe duplicate the front here to the back. And then merge this together. Alright, let's separate this object so we can make more details. Alright, so let's try to apply the subdivision surface modifier, and then try to define the folds around the skirt. Not sharp. Okay, that looks good. Let's check this. Yeah, this also looks okay. And this one, okay, that's okay. And this one, and next, alright, so now we have much more defined folds around the skirt. So maybe we can add more loops here. Alright, so now the next task is trying to figure out how to combine the skirt with the upper top. Oh wait, I forgot this one. Okay. Alright, so now let's combine this. Maybe we can simply just Ctrl J and then trying to figure out how to merge this together. Okay, now that's not looks good. Maybe let's add loops here. And maybe we can dissolve this part. Center, 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 center. There we go. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I think that looks okay. Maybe we can drag this to the upper a bit up, and then we can add vertices there. Okay, maybe we can just simply remove that too. Okay, let's see how it looks. Yeah, I think that looks great. Can maybe scale this a bit. Let's check it again. Alright, so we have this skirt. Let's duplicate this object and move it to a backup folder and name it backup 9, I guess. And let's reorganize the collections here so we can toggle the collection much more easier. So let's move this part to maybe clothes and drag it to the top. There we go. Now we have the head collection, body, and then the clothes. Okay, maybe we can apply mark sharp here. Let's see. Okay, that looks good. And now what we need to do is make the tops here. But first maybe we can like tidy up the skirt part here. Move it to the back. And then scale it to the top. There we go. Now maybe we can add a solidify modifier too. Maybe 0.05 and also apply auto smooth and set it to 60 degree. Maybe like this. No? Here? Okay. Then we need to fix these faults here because it's not very tidy. Or maybe is it because the degree here? Maybe we increase it to 80 and let's see. Maybe we can manually add the sharp edge here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's check. Yeah, I think that looks alright. So yeah, let's move on to the tops here. For the tops, we can maybe duplicate this part. Maybe not all of them. Let's see. Maybe somewhere like right here. And here. Then we can duplicate this part and then separate it as a new object. We can scale it up, I think. Right, so now we have the top here. Let's hide the hair because it is distracting my view. So let's just move it to another collection and then hide it. There we go. Let's see. So maybe what we can do is apply a solidify modifier instead. So let's try this. Solidify 0.01 minus 0.5 and then we can like trying to make the shapes there. So let's start by removing this part first because we don't need it. So going to be here and delete this part. Maybe let's set it as flat first. And then I guess this part is not going to have some clothes. I mean, like the design should be somewhere like this. Let's maybe delete this part too. Okay. And this one maybe too. Yeah, we can do that. And then we can simply tidy up these parts of the dress. And maybe also remove this one. Yeah. Can scale it down, maybe. Scale this one and this one. In here. Scale this part. Alright, so we can separate this. Then drag this right here. And try to make the shapes. So maybe let's do this. Right now we can add more loops here. Add more loops there. Here too. Yeah, so basically making the shapes similar to the design. Okay, now let's try to tidy up this part. Like that. Go, and maybe smooth this part too. Something like that, I guess. Let's smooth these vertices. Right, so yeah, I think that's for the dress. Yeah, we can apply sharp edges here. Not sharp. And then this one we can, yeah, here. I think it's mistakenly deleted. We need to add it again. There we go. Mark sharp there and mark sharp here. Alright, so now we can like maybe pull this out a bit. This one too. Just trying to make the shapes, you know, smooth. Okay, now let's bring back the other parts. So now as you can see, it is overlapping with the skirt, but we will fix it later. But for now I want to like make sure it does not overlap with the body. Okay, let's make it smooth. There we go. Maybe this part too. Alright. Now we need to fix this the skirt overlapping with the upper clothes. So what we can do is try to move this part. There, then maybe we can pull this out. Okay, let's hide the reference there. Then we can pull this to the inner this one too. Okay, just want to make sure if this skirt does not overlap with the body too, because we don't want to we don't want that. Okay, let's pull this part and tidy up this part, this one too. Okay, now we can pull this to the inside. Okay, now let's check again. Okay, now this need to pull out. And then this part too. There we go. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, maybe we need to like make this part smoother again. Okay, I think that works out. Okay, maybe let's hide the body and head here so we can see the clothes. Yeah, now we need to make this kind of cloak or something. I'm not sure what is it called, but yeah, we need to make this one. So what we can do is bring back the body. Let's see. And duplicate this part. So control separate as a new object, and we can scale this out like that. Now we obviously need to tidy up the vertex here. So let's see. So this one is going to, we need to remove this part. Then maybe somewhere right here too. Alright. Now to fasten things up, I will use an add-on to like remeshing the messiness here. So, but for now, let's try to make the shapes correct first before we do that. Okay, I think that looks correct. Now we can like use this add-on. So what the add-on that I will use is called quad remesher. So this is actually a pet add-ons, but it is really powerful. So basically, as you can see, this part is not very tidy, but we can retopologize it very quickly using this add-on. So let's do that. So maybe give it like 500 quad counts and click remesh. And now we have this much more tidier mesh here. So yeah, this add-on is very powerful. So what we can do is remove, or maybe move this original one and keep this tidier parts, and we can mirror this. Okay, right now we can like trace the shapes, paste it on the design here. So what we can do is, let's start with the bottom one. So let's focus on this part first. Okay, select hero, or maybe we can delete this so it has much less polygons. Okay, and move this. Okay, now it's tidy, and maybe we can like scale this. Okay, now this part's going to be quite difficult because it has unique shapes here. So let's try to figure out that, how to make that. So let's start with using knife tools. So it's going to be around here, there, and here. I think that's correct. So let's delete this part. Okay, now it's blank. Oops. Can move this to follow along with the shapes. Right, so we need to like extrude this part. And then trying to make it pointy. There. And we can do it here. So let's delete this part. tidy up the vertex. And there we go. Maybe we can smooth these parts too. Like so. And we can move it. Okay. Right, so we have these shapes. I think that looks okay. And move this up too. Hello, hello. Alright, so now let's try to make this not overlaps. So maybe you can like isolate this part there. Then we can scale this. There we go. I think this works out. Okay. And pull this. And this part too. Right, and we can unhide. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Oops. Alright, so I think now we can make this kinda siler uniform, something like that. But for I think I will check this part quite a bit. Let's see. So basically we need to delete this section, I guess, because it will be hidden by this siler uniform. So let's do that. And pull this out. Yeah. And I guess we can like maybe add more vertex here. Then like this. There we go. Now it's much more tidier. Alright. So let's try to connect this. Okay. Right, so now we are ready to make the siler tie or something. I don't know what does it call, but it looks like a tie. But before that, let's just finalize this part by adding a solidify modifier and give it like maybe 0.015 and apply an auto smooth and give it like 60°. We need to like move this out a bit. Okay, so now we can make this part. So what we can do is maybe we can add a plane and add mirror modifier and trace these shapes. Like alright, so now we can like deform it to follow the cloak or something. Let's see. Shape. Okay, move it down here. Maybe also apply a subdivision surface modifier. Alright. Yeah, maybe we can like tidy up the clothes here, because I think it's like too big, because the reference is not that big. Like this one is like overlapping, but yeah, for now we can like ignore it. So we can focus on making the shapes first. Okay. Let's delete this. Alright, so let's pull this out. Let's see. think that looks okay, I guess. Maybe you can fix this part. Oh. Yeah, I think I need to refer to the original Firefly design because I don't really remember how it looks. Oh, this one is like this. So yeah, it is not looks like this, but it's split in half. So like this. This one will be split in half. Maybe later when we apply the modifier, we can keep it like this, I guess. Okay. Let's keep it like this first. And oops, I missed. Let's undo. No. Yeah. I accidentally removed this part, so that's why it missing. Yeah, sometimes do that, like selecting incorrect vertex and then I just press delete and everything is gone and then I need to redo it. That's a pain, but yeah, here we go, we have it back. Alright, so let's see. Chibi, pull it down here. Okay, so we can apply the modifier now, I guess, but let's maybe there's something like this. Yeah, let's apply the modifier. Now it looks like this, and remove the half part and apply the mirror modifier again, and we can fix this messiness here. There we go. Then we can simply like solve this part. Let's see here. Yeah, this one much better. Okay, now we need to split this part in half. So something like this. There we go. Now I think we can apply the solidify modifier, or we can simply like extrude this, I guess. Or maybe we can use the modifier because we can control the thickness. There we go. Let's see how much we need. Maybe 0.05. Yeah, that works out. Let's apply the auto smooth and use a 60°. Maybe we can pull this to the inner part and scale this to the front. Here it is. Just want to make sure the thickness is evenly distributed. Okay, I think that's looks good. Right, so let's see how it turns out when we have the complete model. Yeah, for this part I guess we can like make it loose. Let's see. So this one's going here. There we go. Now it's much more like a cloak. Maybe let's lower it to 25. Okay, let's see. Alright, so now we need to make this yellow, oranges, yellowish tie here. So what we can do is make a plane. And then add a mirror modifier. So let's isolate this first so we can focus on this part. Scale. And goes right here. And there we go. Now we need to align this together. Nice, I think that's great. We can like maybe just pull this and add. Just want to hide this part so it looks like connected. Oops. There you go. Now I would like also to make it like that. And then we can also like add the solidify modifier. Maybe give it like 0.015 and add auto smooth. There we go. Now we need to make this part too, so we can just maybe duplicate this one and try to let's hide this. Try to follow along with the shapes here. Here we go. Now we need to tidy up. Okay, let's see. We can delete this. Okay. Right. Set to smooth. There we go. I think it needs more vertex here to make it smoother. Let's see how we can sort that. Maybe we can add a bit of gum here. There we go, I think that looks much more nicer. Let's see. There. Goes right there. Go inside. There we go. I think bit apart. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, so we can, maybe we can just keep it simple like this, because yeah, we don't really need to like follow the original design. We just want to keep it simple because this is a chibi character. Okay. Maybe we can just pull it out a bit. There we go. Alright, so then we can make this ornament here, so just to complete this tie. So let's create a new plane, and split in half, remove the half part, and add a mirror modifier right there. Here and here. Okay, that looks correct, I guess. And now we can add this circle. There we go. Now we want to like extrude this. And make it round. Let's add a bevel here. And we want to do that to this part too. So maybe we can just like maybe mirror it to the y-axis too. So y, here we go. We can put this like this. Then we can, oops, extrude this, and yeah, something like that. Then we can apply some bevel here to make it round. And maybe pull this out somewhere like there. Okay. And try to make it smooth. Let's see how it looks. Okay, maybe we can add sharp edges right here to make it much more cleaner, I guess. Or maybe another bevel if it makes any better. Let's see. Yeah, definitely we can add more bevel here. See. Right, so now we need to add this part. So same thing, we can split this half and add a mirror modifier, but now it's on the z-axis. can pull this go here, and then we can pull this out, then make the shapes. There we go. Now we can like make this thicker. Then we can apply a bevel here to make it round. Oops. There we go. I think we can apply the modifier now and mirror it at the x-axis. There you go. Now we need to add these gems right here. So maybe we can simply just duplicate this part. And scale it down and refine the shapes. Then we can pull this out and we can add a bevel. There you go. Let's see. I think we can just join this together. Let's see, we can do that. Let's twist this. Delete. And join this one. Then we can extrude this. There we go. That looks much better. Alright, so now we can just put this to here. There you go. Maybe let's rotate this a bit. And maybe let's move this part towards. Let's see. Or maybe we can just leave it as it is, I guess. It's not that important. Yeah, there we go. Now we have completed the dress. Let's see what we are missing, in case we have something missing. Yeah, we have already the skirt, the leggings. Now we need to maybe apply this to here. So we have this, then we have the skirt, we have the dress, we have the sleeves, the cloak thing, then the tie. Oh, we forgot to create this part, the choker or the necklace. I don't know what this thing is called. So let's start with that, and after that we can finally conclude the string. Let's just copy this. Oops, just want to isolate the item, then we can like make the shapes here. So scale it, and we can split this. This one too. Okay, now let's bring back the body because we want to trace the shapes. So we want the body and the reference, and we can just try to follow the shapes here. So extrude, smooth that. Okay, now let's try to scale and make the item smooth. And give it more vertex, I guess. Okay, let's try to smooth the parts. Alright, so we have this choker, so maybe we can duplicate this part and then scale it then maybe we can add a solidify modifier too. So 0.015 and shade as auto smooth. There we go. Then we can bring back the other clothes. Okay, so yeah, I think I missed this one too. So so let's duplicate this. And trace this part. And go here. There we go. Okay, now we can like bring it up a bit. Right, so we can bring this back and turn this together and make it auto smooth. Alright, so there we go. Let's bring this all clothes back. And we have completed the clothes, I guess. But probably we are missing some details like this one, but we can just leave it as this because we want to just make it the Chibi model as much as simpler as possible. So this one is already enough, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much conclude today's stream. I really like the result here. It's very nice. As you can see, the details of the clothes. We have the skirt, we have the inner dress, the cloak, the tie. Everything is lined up perfectly, I guess. And I really like the result. So for tomorrow, I guess we can like complete the hands here. So we are missing the hands. And also, as you can see, the clothes is like not perfectly aligned with the design, so maybe we can just fix that too. But for now, we have pretty much completed the 3D model, and maybe we can also, for tomorrow, we can like start rigging or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you guys for coming to this stream, and we will continue the 3D model progress tomorrow at 8 p.m. Indochina time. So I hope I can see you guys there. So yeah, thank you for coming and see you next time. Bye bye.